All right, guys. So we left off with number one. The answer is 113.94 after we plugged all of this into our calculator here. All right. So just make sure this is where I would double check and make sure plug it in your own calculator. And make sure you're doing the 16 squared first. All right. Exponent. So make sure that this part right here you're doing first. 16 squared. Plug that in your calculator, then multiply by pi and 51 and divide that by 360. So double check yourself before we move on to the next problem. All right, so our next one here, number two. Okay, number two. It tells us PQ is 22. So that should, in your head, you're saying, oh, yeah, that's a radius. Okay, so PQ is 22. So, and also we have our x, our degree measure of the arc is 139. Does everyone see that? That's the degree measure of the arc from the central angle. And then our radius here is 22. Okay, so our formula is right up here, guys. So we're going to use that same formula, and we're going to do x times r squared times pi divided by 360. So 139 times pi times 22 squared divided by 360. All right. And when you do that here, we'll simplify this one a little bit further, and you should get 67,276 pi divided by 360. And again, that's from doing this part first, 22 squared first, then multiplying by 139, okay? So once we do that, we go ahead and get for a final answer 587.09. And again, just double check, plug that in your calculator, and make sure you're getting the same answer, okay, guys? So that is our final answer for number two. All right, so I'm not going to go through and go do every problem like I did in section one, but I will post the answers. And guys, if you have any questions, please shoot me an email. I would have no problem if you want to say, hey, I need number 3, number 10. Can you go through that? I can do that, okay? But, all right, number 4 here. Number 4 is the next one I want to do, okay? So number 4, this one's a little bit different because we have to find that degree measure of the arc. However, it's the shaded portion, which is this part right here. So we have to find that angle in purple, and we don't know that angle. But we know the sum of angles in a circle is 360 degrees, and the part we don't want is that 126. So all we have to do is 360 minus 126, and that gives us 234. So our degree measure, our x, is 234. Okay, and then we have to find our radius because our formula, again, x times pi r squared divided by 360. Okay, that's our formula. So x is 234. Our radius here, it tells you GH is 13. Well, hey, GH is our radius, so our radius is 13. So then we plug that in our formula. So we do 234 times pi times 13 squared divided by 360. Just plugging and chugging in our formula. Once we do that, I'm going to simplify it down again just like I did the last one, and we should get 39,546 pi divided by 360. And again, guys, I'm not doing, you don't have to do this step every single time, this one, but I would say I'm just doing that so that you guys can see how that works, and make sure that you're plugging in your calculator, because we should get for a final answer, it should equal 345.1. And it's yards squared, okay? So that is our answer for number 4, okay? So now moving on.